means to you. You know, what love feels like, how you sense love, how you understand love, how you express love in all of your relationships. And I think that's why you're together, is because what love is to you, Carolyn, what love is to you, Brian, it really resonates between you. You understand the giving and receiving of love between you. And what I like about your story is how, you were friends first for a long time, going back till you were 14 years old. Right? It's amazing. For as long as you've known each other, you were able to see each other's, the natural, genuine aspects of each other's character, personality. You knew this was a good person. And then when the possibility of a romantic relationship arose, those traits that you saw in each other, those things that you respected each other about, they took on a new and exciting meaning. And now you've been together for 5.5 years. It's pretty exciting. A lot happens in 5.5 years. The good times, the good life, like today, right? And then there's been difficult, challenging things. I know COVID came along in 2020 and your plans got thwarted a few times to make it here, but we finally made it. But those difficult times, they're important in our lives. In your case, this is where you've learned to kind of work things through together and to figure out how to make it work together. And of course, in between, there's just everyday life, of everyday things just that happen in life, of going to work and doing things. But that's where you've loved each other, helped each other in just a myriad of ways, go unspoken. And of course, the bright spot is Anne. Doesn't she? So you have subtle differences in your personalities. And you recognize that, but you found it really easy to find a balance between you, to find the compromises that you need. And it's been really exciting. You complement each other in how you handle things. And you both really contribute to a happy life together. Beautiful little family. And you have a unity of values and the direction that you want to go in your life. And a tremendous amount of gratitude. And I think the overarching theme here is that you're just beautifully suited for one another. Your relationship, it brings out those beautiful qualities that you each have. Some you have, and it just comes out, it's easy, but you've also been able to coax the best out of each other. Become better people being together. But the main thing is that you've consciously loved each other in all those ways that you've, always wanted to be loved and needed to be loved. That's important. And now today, with all these people here, you get to marry your best friend. So why don't you step up together here? So today, by entering into this marriage, Brian, Carolyn, you're proclaiming your love for each other. And your trust in each other, your loyalty and commitment to one another. And you're proclaiming your intentions in your life together. And the vows that you're about to make, they're more than just words. They are promises. But somehow I know that you'll always keep the promises that you make. So are you ready? So Brian, as you take Carolyn to be your wife, do you pledge your faithfulness and love to her and vow to love her unconditionally?
I do.
And you pledge to support her, to treasure, nurture, protect, and care for her.
I do.
And you promise to care for yourself, to do and be your best, while encouraging Carolyn to do the same.
I do.
And you vow to savor the good times with her, making good memories together. When times are difficult, that you'll stand with her, keeping your connection strong and secure.
Of course I do.
And you promise that when challenges present themselves, that you'll have patience with each other, to work together to persevere through whatever situations arise.
I do.
And you promise to be honest with her, to respect her and honor her in your thoughts, in your words, and your actions.
I do.
And in wealth or poverty, you vow to do your part to make your love rich for as long as you both shall live.
That's right. Of course.
And Carolyn, as you take Brian to be your husband, you pledge your faithfulness and love to him and vow to love him unconditionally. You pledge to support him, to treasure, nurture, protect, and care for him. And you vow to savor the good times with him, making good memories together. And when times are difficult, you'll stand with him, keeping your connection strong and secure. You promise that when challenges present themselves, that you'll have patience with each other, to work together to persevere through whatever situations arise. And you promise to be honest with Brian, to respect him and honor him in your thoughts, in your words, and your actions. And in wealth or poverty, do you vow to do your part to make your love rich for as long as you both shall live?
Good.
Well, let's see. Beautiful. Beautiful. I wanted to say a few things about your rings, because your rings are going to be with you for a long time. They're always going to be there. And they can remind you of some really important things. Sometimes to just bring you joy, and sometimes when you need a little encouragement. Because your ring can remind you of the love that you're creating every moment, with the thoughts that you think about one another, the words that you speak to and about one another, and the things that you do for or with each other. And your rings can also give you confidence in yourself and remind you of the confidence that you have in your partner, in your family, in your marriage together. But perhaps more than anything, when you look at the ring on your finger as you go through the years, just remember your beloved. The person who loves you and be there to share your joys, help carry your burdens. And maybe perhaps even think at this moment. So, Brian, as you place the ring on Carolyn's finger, repeat after me. Carolyn, I give you this ring
Carolyn, I give you this ring
to remind you of my love for you,
to remind you of my love for you,
my confidence,
my confidence,
and my commitment to you,
and my commitment to you,
and that I'm always here for you.
and I'm always here for you.
And Brian, I give you this ring to remind you of my love, my confidence and commitment to you, and that I'm always here. Well, how do you feel?
Feels good.
Great.
Yes. Nice to have that.
Well, we have a little special reading that I know you'd like to read in honor of the other parts of your family who aren't here.
Falling in love is like owning a dog by Taylor Mallon. First of all, it's a big responsibility, so think long and hard before deciding on love. On the other hand, love gives you a sense of security. When you're walking down the street late at night and you have love on a leash, ain't no one gonna mess with you. Because crooks and muggers think love is unpredictable. Who knows what love could do in its own defense? On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes. It makes funny noises. Love wakes you up at all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long. But come home, and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No, no. Love can be bad. Bad love, bad. Very bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let it know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love wants to go for a nice long walk because love loves exercise. It runs you around the block and leaves you panting. It pulls you in several different directions at once or winds you around and around you until you're all wound up and can't move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. People who have nothing in common but love stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back and back, again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
Good job, man.
So here we are in the middle of wine country, right? And I saw a lot of people, at least a few people out there drinking wine. Because wine is always associated with celebration and happiness. And so let's consider how wine can be an allegory to your relationship. Because wine is generally the product of different varietals of grape. And those varietals have their own characteristics. And just as you have your own characteristics, right? And the varietals, they balance each other out. And you balance each other out. And you complement each other just like the different varietals of grape. And the wine also has properties like sweetness and acidity. And they're there to create the wine's deliciousness. And that's just like your life experiences together. The good times bring you a lot of joy and happiness and sweetness. And the tough times, it gives you a chance to come together and work together and grow and expand. So, and also like wine, if cared for properly, will get better and better over time. What's up?
Yay, oh, nice.
Good?
Making the right Sure.
Perfect. Lovely. So the time of your lives together thus far is just like this wine. It's delicious, ready to drink right now. But some wines, with conscious care, can get better and better over time. So toast now to celebrate what has brought you here today, where you are now, and where you will go together. Would you like more, or would you like some?
Yes.
No hurry. Beautiful. Well, Carolyn, Brian, this is a big day. I know you've had a lot of milestones in your lives, really big ones that are very memorable, where you know you've crossed over a threshold and life's never going to be the same. Today is one of those, but it's also, look how happy it is. It's a wonderful moment to bring your family together, bring all these people together to celebrate and to join together in marriage. So as you head into your future, whatever that is, you never know what life's going to take you. But all of us here, we hope that it's an exciting adventure just filled with joy, happiness, good health, fun, laughter, of course, a lot of love. So continue to love each other, support each other, help each other as your relationship just gets better and better over time. And whatever you do, as a rule of thumb, just be sincerely committed to each other's well-being, whatever that is. Well, Brian and Carolyn, we've heard a few words about love and about marriage, made your vows to each other, you've exchanged your rings, you've had toasted your marriage, so that's the part you've been waiting your entire lives for. Take great pleasure to announce from this moment forward, you are now united in marriage. We seal your vows with the kiss.